Hey everybody, Josh Sigurdson of World Alternative Media here, and notorious pervert Harvey Weinstein is facing a massive prison sentence. The New York District Attorney is allegedly going to indict Weinstein in the next week for rape, according to reports. Well, if that wasn't enough, Weinstein has now been caught up in a massive spy ring, working with former Mossad agents in order to keep women quiet. According to a New Yorker article by Ronan Farrow, Weinstein used a network of attorneys, private detectives, and a firm run by former Israeli Mossad agents in a failed attempt to silence his accusers and prevent the New York Times and the New Yorker from publishing allegations of sexual harassment, assault, and rape. According to Zero Hedge, one of the firms employed by Weinstein, referred to him by former Israeli Prime Minister Ehud Barak, was UK-based Black Cube, which promotes itself as a select group of veterans from the Israeli elite intelligence units, set up a fake London wealth management firm, and sent a female ex-Mossad agent posing as a women's rights advocate, Diana Phillip, to befriend and spy on actress Rose McGowan. And I quote, "I took her to the Venice boardwalk and we had ice cream while we strolled," McGowan told Farrow, adding that Phillip was very kind. Farrow claims, "When I sent McGowan photos of the Black Cube agent, she recognized her instantly. 'Oh my God,' she wrote back. 'Reuben Capital, Diana Phillip, no effing way.'" The same female agent from Black Cube posed as a different woman with a possible allegation against Weinstein in an attempt to trick various journalists working on unflattering Weinstein reports into revealing information about other accusers, according to Farrow's report. Black Cube, founded in 2010 by former Mossad agents, operates out of London, Paris, and Tel Aviv. Their international advisory board was headed by Meir Dagan, former head of Mossad. Other advisory board members include Major General Giora Eiland, former head of the Israeli National Security Council, who headed the IDF's Operation Branch and IDF's Planning Branch, Itiel Mayan, member of Microsoft's Customer Advisory Board, Professor Asher Tischler, president of the College of Management Academic Studies, Paul Rainiers, former partner at Price Waterhouse, Colonel Effie Yerushalmi, former head of Unit 504 IDF Humint Division, and Doron Arbeli, former director of the Israeli Tax Authority. Weinstein's contract with Black Cube lists primary objectives of providing intelligence which will help the client's effort to completely stop the publication of a new negative article in a leading New York newspaper, as well as obtain additional content of a book which is currently being written and includes harmful negative information on and about the client. To execute the contract, Black Cube provided a dedicated team of expert intelligence officers that will operate in the USA and any other necessary country, including a project manager in charge of researching accusers, intelligence analysts, a full-time agent by the name of Anna, who will be based in New York and Los Angeles, an investigative journalist, avatar operators, experts in social media, and operations experts with extensive experience in social engineering. Other firms employed by Weinstein performed deep dives into the social and sexual histories of accusers thought to be working with journalists, digging for embarrassing or otherwise contradictory evidence that could be used to silence the actresses. Weinstein also attempted to veil his spying activities through attorney-client privilege. Weinstein used lawyer Davis Boies of the firm Boies Schiller Flexner LLP to act as an intermediary, executing the Black Cube contract and possibly others. What becomes a clear conflict of interest, Mr. Boies' firm also provided the New York Times with outside legal counsel in 3 cases over the past decade, including one libel case. The New York Times released this statement in response to these findings. "We learned today that the law firm of Boies, Schiller, and Flexner secretly worked to stop our reporting on Harvey Weinstein at the same time as the firm's lawyers were representing us in other matters," the statement read. "We consider this intolerable conduct a grave betrayal of trust and a breach of the basic professional standards that all lawyers are required to observe. It is inexcusable and we will be pursuing appropriate remedies." As if they didn't just purposely cover it up, being part of the establishment which has been being exposed left and right. The connections are clear. And as for the New York Times Deputy General Counsel, even they are somewhat speaking out, saying, "I think that what they owe us is an explanation of what actually happened." Apparently, NBC also attempted to deepsixt Farrow's investigative report, forcing him to go to The New Yorker, which agreed to publish the piece. Now, full disclosure, Ronan Farrow is the son of Mia Farrow and Woody Allen, so he certainly knows a thing or two about sexual harassment and pedophilia in Hollywood. Not only did his father marry his adopted sister, but he was also good friends with notorious pedophile billionaire Jeffrey Epstein. The fact is, the Harvey Weinstein scandal started a firestorm. We in independent media have been calling out the perversion and degeneracy of Hollywood for years. The pedophiles with power, the elite connections, but people called us crazy. Well, so far we've seen Weinstein, Kevin Spacey, Ben Affleck, Dustin Hoffman, Danny Masterson, Jeremy Piven, Ed Westwick, Brett Ratner, James Toback, and so many more facing rape, sexual harassment, and pedophilia accusations. While many accusations could technically be false, and we have to remember that, this isn't new, and there are an insane amount of people coming out. This is connected to a far greater ring of Hollywood perverts like Bill Cosby, Woody Allen as mentioned above, Roman Polanski, people in the music industry like Nelly, Pete Townsend, R. Kelly, Matt Modinile, Twiggy Ramirez, and the list goes on. Then we see the connections to the British industry, people like Jimmy Savile, which the BBC covered up for decades. Then politics, people like former House Whip Dennis Hastert, Bill Clinton, Anthony Weiner, Larry Craig, David Wu, Joe Biden, royalty like Prince Andrew, then admin like Jared from Subway and the ShamWow guy. Can't forget sports, but there are far too many names to name there. We have to thank people like Corey Feldman for helping to bring light to this issue years before it became mainstream. This whole elite pedophile and rapist industry is coming down, but we can't allow it to be swept under the rug by media distractions. This must continue to see the light, and we must continue to shoo these snakes out of their den. It's all connected and cannot be ignored.
Mr. President, thank you for being my guest tonight. I can't thank you enough for doing this. It's incredible. And as I said, I always learn amazing things from you.
Until next time, this is Josh Sigurdson signing out from World Alternative Media. Find the truth, be the change. Thanks for watching, everyone. Check the links below. GoFundMe, Patreon. We can't do it without you. Any donation is very much appreciated, especially as we are so vastly demonetized by the Anti-Defamation League on YouTube as they flag all of our content as hate speech. You can also find our Bitcoin address in the description in the comments as well as on the screen for you to scan if you please. You can also find me at @JoshSigurdson at Steemit.com. That's Steemit.com, the future of social media, as a dinosaur social media digs its own grave. You get paid in cryptocurrency, Steem that is, on Steemit.com via the upvote of your posts, so I hope to see you there. But until next time, this is Josh Sigurdson signing out from World Alternative Media. Find the truth, be the change.
Thank you.